Alright, practice problem 4.2 is classify the following ionic compounds as soluble or insoluble in water. And when we look at this, this is really just looking at the solubility rules and being able to apply those to different compounds. So if we take the first one, which is sodium carbonate, okay, we have a carbonate, which tells us then we just look at the solubility rules or apply it, that basically compounds of all carbonates are going to be insoluble except for compounds with ammonium ion and the alkali metal cations. Okay, so sodium is actually in that group 1A, right? So it is an alkali metal cation, and so sodium carbonate therefore is soluble. Okay, the next one we look at is lead sulfate. Okay, and with lead sulfate, we can then look at our chart and see that all sulfates are going to be soluble unless they have strontium, barium, mercury, or lead. Okay, so we have lead here, which says lead here. Okay, and so this compound therefore is insoluble. We can then look at the next one, which is cobalt hydroxide, cobalt 2 hydroxide. Okay, and if we look at the hydroxides on this chart, we see that they are all insoluble unless they're a compound of the alkali metal cations, ammonium ion, calcium, strontium, and barium. Okay, so it is insoluble because that's not one of our exceptions. Okay. The next one we have is barium nitrate. Okay, and when we look at the nitrates, we see that there are no exceptions; they are all soluble. Okay, and the last one is ammonium phosphate, and when we look at the phosphates, okay, these are going to be all insoluble except for ammonium ion phosphate. Okay, and the alkali metal cations, we have an ammonium phosphate, so we have that ammonium ion, which now means that is therefore soluble.